Peace, family. So a couple days ago I came to y'all with like a very quick update. It was impromptu on my hair. I decided I'm just gonna take the time now to just show y'all my hair. I'm gonna answer some of the questions that I feel like people are gonna have. If you have more questions, please comment below with them. I've been locked for over 2 years. I locked in May of 2014, so a little bit over 2 years. I was natural for 2.5 years before I locked, and my hair, my last time that I had my loose natural hair, it was like it was a fro, and it like touched my shoulders. Just so y'all know like what length I started off with when I started locking. I started with manicure locks, which I did myself with 2-strand twists. I had those for, like I say, actually I had those for 1.5 years before I decided to stop retwisting them completely, and not even a whole 1.5 years. Y'all can look back at my old videos, but in my 1.5 year video, I'm telling y'all of how I hadn't retwisted my hair in 2 months, and I decided to just start freeforming from there. But then in March, what I decided to do, why I don't claim that I've been freeforming since then, is because in March I had twisted and combined my locks. I did it to all of them. I twisted and combined all of them, and during that process I had separated them to make them twist. And if y'all did watch my last video, you will know that what's been happening is that, you know, they used to have rubber bands on them. I don't think really this one does, but not too many of them have rubber bands anymore. But anyway, the rubber bands kept coming off. Like, as my journey went along, the rubber bands kept popping off, and I would have had to keep twisting it and put a rubber band on just for the next day for them to come off again. So I just started feeling like spiritually it must be the universe, God, telling me that it's just that time to just let it do what it's gonna do, you know. And what I've been seeing is that, yeah, it's definitely been doing what it's gonna do. That's pretty much all the questions. So it's been about 5 months since I had twisted these together for the first time. It's been about 5 months, and that's kind of like what I'm going off of with my freeform journey. Honestly, I don't even want to keep the time. I'm only doing that for the sake of people who are say that they have cultivated locks or manicure locks, whatever you want to call them, and they're looking to transition into freeforms how I was, just so that you would know generally what my hair has been doing along that process along what time, you know, because it was hard for me to find videos of people transitioning from cultivated locks to freeform. So I'm just giving all this information just for those people. Sorry it took 3 minutes of your time, but not sorry. But all right, I'm gonna show y'all my hair now. Front. And y'all gonna get a better look too. I'm just doing like a 360, and then I'll go through it a little bit more. Y'all can see where it touches. And like I say, 2.5 years natural. A little bit over 2 years locked now, and I've been freeforming. So of course, if I were to retwist my hair, it'll look even longer than it does now. I'm sure y'all know that though. So yeah, now I'm just gonna show y'all the lockiness. And the easy way that I've been seeing to do that is that when I pull one lock, the ones that's gonna be a lock, it'll just come up with it. So you can tell I pull one lock up, and now these 2 locks come up. So this is like a lock within itself right now. You can see how it's merging. Pull this lock, these 4 locks come. Same thing, merge it. So the ones that aren't twisted together is just the result of once being twisted together. So they probably started locking up at the root, and now they just start flattening out and locking together since then. So they do their thing regardless, you know. It's not even really the twist that's making it do its thing. Let's see, should I put this one? I'm gonna have some real big locks, y'all. See, this is like one lock. See, I can't of course go through all of them and pull them all to show you, but you can still see. Let's see. All right, see, these are all gonna be one. This one's still kind of twisted like how it was, and like, you see this? Like, I'm not gonna pull that apart. I'm not gonna unravel them. I just been letting them, however they decide to form, I just been letting them do it that way. Let's see. Like this one, it was twisted up here. You could feel the twist still kind of, but now it's just kind of separating. But still, they gonna come together. This one is still twisted up. And it's actually, you could tell it's kind of losing its pattern. It was actually a, you know, it looked like a 2-strand twist before, but you can see up here how it's losing its pattern. For my favorite, which I showed y'all in the last video too, it's always been this part. See? See, the frizziness is what makes it combine with the other lock. To the back a little bit. So like this gonna be like a huge lock. It's like this big. This side. This one's merging with this one, and they just started merging, so this one's already merging with some other ones, but these two parts are just now merging together. These are merging just by little strands. Back, and I'm gonna show y'all my edges, because if y'all been following my journey, I've been talking about my edges for forever and saying how I got real fragile edges. So this is what it's been doing up here. Started off with just these two, but now it's locking up with this. So this is gonna be one full lock here. Like I showed y'all, these are like 4 locks together. It's gonna be one full lock here. That's kind of by itself right now. This is kind of by itself. Well, not by itself. It's got the one that it started with, the twist that it started with. And then these two on my side are forming together too. All right, lessons learned, or how I've grown with this journey. One, with having locks in general, patience, 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 patience. Everything is in divine order. It's gonna happen. There's no point of watching videos about how you can get your hair to lock faster. I tell you an easy way to do that is literally washing it. You know, when you wash it, it gets frizzier anyways, the frizz ends up matting together with the other hair. You know, our hair comes up anyway in its natural state when it's not in locks. You know what I mean? When it's just in loose hair, it gets kinkier when the water goes on it, so it helps to mat with the hair that's already with it. So patience is the #1 thing learned from my journey of having locks, but also now since I've been freeforming, I'm learning to surrender. It's like a new journey of surrendering to the universe, surrendering to the unknown, surrendering to the idea that everything is literally in divine order, and everything is going to be beautiful, you know, as long as I continue to allow natural occurrences rather than trying to control and manipulate situations. So like for instance with these twisted locks, you see I only have a few of them now. It's like I thought that I could, you know, even maintain my free forms, but the universe tells me, nah girl, nah, like I'm in charge here, you know. And so it's just surrendering. It's like I don't know what this is gonna look like. I don't. Like manicure locks, you know, or you have a good general idea. Yeah, you like, oh, I can't wait to see how it's gonna look when it get longer. But overall, your locks gonna be the same space that they always were. But the way freeforms go is that, you know, right now they got 4. But who's to say in years they're not gonna want to marry some other of these locks? You know what I mean? So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I do trust, because thus far in my journey, it's been beautiful. People still think I'm beautiful. I think I'm even more beautiful. And I don't know if people look at me crazy. I don't think that I'm necessarily at that stage yet. But then again, who's to say I'm not? I wouldn't know, right? Because I'm loving my hair. You know, I'm not even thinking about nobody, you know. And at first I was, you know, I made a video about being afraid to freeform. And I was still, and I still am every single day, fighting against, or not even fighting against, I don't want to say fight, because it's not a fight against, embracing natural occurrences rather than trying to manipulate situations. This is an everyday process. But in that specific stage in my life, you know, at that point, I was still in like I was trying to be in control of everything. And now I'm just more about surrendering. Those are some lessons that I've learned. Also, the universe is amazing. You know, I thought that by me having thinner edges, I was really concerned about freeforming. I was concerned, like, the only reason I twisted these together in the first place was because I wanted to make sure that my locks, as they freeform, they wouldn't be thin. I didn't want to have thin roots while my hair was all merging together. I didn't want my hair to be thin. I wanted to thicken it up as it freeformed. But it's funny because look at this. Like I say, none of these are connected to each other. Like, as far as a twist is concerned, they were my separate locks as they were. And they're doing the best job to me as to locking together. So that's to say the universe knows what it needs to be, what needs to be done. The universe is going to make sure that I have a strong foundation. I don't have to even, the universe already knows. Just surrender to the experience. It is scary, you know, especially going in. And I think as a lady, you know, as a black woman even, it can be even more of a journey maybe. You know, I'm only speaking as a black woman. I can't say for certain, but you don't see that many black women with locks, nor do you see, for real, that many black women with freeform locks, you know? It's one thing for a man to grow his hair, you know? The first time, usually when men get locks, that's the first time they had hair in their life, other than braids maybe. But some of them, for most of them, it's the first time they ever had hair. For us ladies, we probably done had perms, we probably done went through our loose natural hair, we probably done seen our loose natural hair get long, and now we're trying to start a new journey. People aren't going to openly embrace it right away. When you tell people I'm gonna lock my hair, they might even say it's cool, but say you gonna freeform, I'm finna freeform my hair. A lot of people have negative ideas of what freeforms look like for you know, with itself. But then you being a lady is even more of this self-consciousness that can overcome you, you know, from the whole process. Instead of just embracing it, being like, oh shit, I love my hair, it could be like, oh shit, how do people feel about my hair? But no, you know, just embrace it. Don't look to other people to tell you what you already know. God, the spirit, the creator, the universe, whatever you want to think of life as, is telling you. This video is very long, but I just had to say all of that. It's been beautiful. I love my hair every single day, more and more. I got compliments about my locks before, but now I feel like maybe it's equal, but I hold on to the compliments of my hair today more, because I know I'm doing something different. I'm doing something that ain't gonna look like nobody else's. Like, for real, nobody's hair will ever look like Omo's hair. You feel me? So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I'm loving it. It's beautiful. It's full. It's thick. It's everything I could have ever wanted. And it's growing. You know, I'm retaining length. You know, I don't have to worry about it. You know, it just does its thing. Shoot, you know. So that's that, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here now. For those who are still watching, thank you. For those who are interested in seeing more of my journey, subscribe, you know. I don't just talk about locks, you know. I talk about real life things. I talk about the black community, which is necessary, you know. Not too many people are using their platform to say what's necessary on our behalf, you know, giving themselves to the world, sharing all that they could possibly share. And me, I'm really looking to share everything, every part of me, my journey with my hair, my journey through life, my journey with my art. So yeah, subscribe if you're interested in all of that. All right, peace, love, black power. Y'all see that? Every day, all day, every day. Ain't no other way. There we go. All right, love you, family.